We're joined by Emily Dupuche, who is a baby food expert. She is also a best-selling author of Food Babies Love. I have 2 kids, you've got 3, and we know food time can be a nightmare. So what tips have you got for us to start off good patterns and behaviours from teeny tiny kids?
Yeah, right. Okay, so there's 3 sort of key things that I recommend people doing.
Yep.
So number 1 is developing some mealtime routines. So from the outset of the introduction of solids, set some patterns in your household of how mealtimes are going to operate. Always put your baby in the high chair or toddlers into a booster of some sort.
Yep.
So they're sitting at the table. It's setting the foundations for that sort of mealtime, the family mealtime where you sit and you chat and you share the stories of the day.
Right.
Dress them for dinner, bib, smock, whatever sort of protective gear you're going to put them in so that they know what's coming.
And it is protective gear.
It is protective gear, yeah. It just helps them to know what's coming next, and we know babies thrive under routine. So get your mealtime routine.
Yep.
Don't feed them, let them snack in the lead up to mealtime. Let them be a little bit hungry so you've got a better chance of them actually eating your meal.
Okay.
Don't offer a drink other than water with the mealtime, so no milk, no juice, because that will all affect their appetite.
Okay, yep.
So just those sort of simple things around mealtime is a really good way to start from the outset.
What about no TV? Like, do you have strictly no TV?
Oh yeah, good question. No TV, absolutely not, and no devices at the table.
Yeah.
No toys. Don't let them be playing with an iPad or on a phone, swiping anything. They've got to be concentrating on the meal because, as I mentioned before, you want them to be sitting and engaging with you. As think about the teenager you're creating.
I know, but that's sometimes I think, no, when he's older, I'll go into that, because my 3.5-year-old barely eats. He'll have a muesli bar for the whole day, and then sometimes he'll eat more, sometimes less, and I find, and I know it's a bad habit I'm in, but if I have the TV on, I can get more food into him.
Yeah. Try not to do it. He should be learning to eat and to enjoy a meal and sitting and chatting with you, telling the stories of his day. And I know that's really hard because we are all so busy.
But maybe it needs to, it falls on me, to be honest, because I'm like, I can get things done while I just plonk in there and feed.
Sit him in front of the TV and do a bit of that, and you can do the dishes or whatever it might be. But you really need to sit with your child and start that dialogue around how was your day, what was the best bit, who did you play with, really, get it happening. And that starts right when they're a baby. So you sit and you're smiling at them, num, 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 num. Remember those days?
Yeah, it's just the repeat.
But it's really important for them to grasp what mealtime is about.
Okay.
So that's number 1 is the routine. Number 2 is around food with flavour. Cook fresh, delicious food. Cook with love, and you'll be rewarded. We all know if we eat something that's pretty ordinary out of a packet, it's like, oh, But if you've got something delicious in front of you, we overeat.
Yeah.
We love good, tasty food. So cook food with flavour.
Sometimes I will cook food with flavour and my son will go, yuck, before he's even tasted it. And I have to be like, you're going to like this if you taste it.
Just have one taste.
It's so disheartening though if I can't even get him to have the taste when I know he'll freaking like it.
So around that, it's really... I don't necessarily condone playing games and counting and fingers and all of that, but definitely encourage them to have one taste. You only have to have one taste and then that's it, no more. And you have to stick to your guns. If they've had one and they say no more, then that's it. You promised only one. You must deliver on the promise.
Yeah.
And that is a nice sort of lead into the 3rd one, which is around don't offer choices.
Yeah, okay, because this is interesting. My partner will go, do you want this or this? And I'm like, don't ask him. Just let's say this is it. But then sometimes you go, I want toast, and then he'll get halfway through it. I want this instead. So what happens if they get halfway through it and then decide they want something else?
Bad luck.
Yeah,
bad luck. So it's okay to offer them a choice. What would you like for dinner tonight? Would you like the pasta or the risotto? And let them choose, and then you sit down and eat the meal. But if you've served a pasta and he's, I don't want it tonight, and playing games and fussing and crying and carrying on, too bad. That's dinner. We're not going to go and bring you a honey sandwich or some yogurt and fruit or all the other things that you might be asking for out of the kitchen.
Well, they're not going to starve, are they?
No, they don't. Children don't let themselves starve. If they're hungry, they eat.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a really important one. I say to mums, when I am having consultations with them, take a brave pill. Yeah. You need to take back control here of the situation. What is happening is when your child's somewhere around 18 months to 2.5, in that window, they will start to say no to all the food they previously ate and loved.
Even sometimes a week before, I'll be like, you were eating this last week, I know you like this.
It's just them asserting their independence. They very quickly learn that it's a place in the family that they can have the power. The balance of power shifts to them somehow. And we as parents, it's our behaviours and our reactions that allow that and facilitate it and let it kind of explode into some uncontrollable situations. So,
Good tips.
yeah.
Good tips.